Salutations, family. Welcome back to the Electric Leaf, where it is my goal to assist you in nourishing your mind, your body, and your chakras. How are y'all doing? How is everybody doing today? I hope well. So today I wanted to come by and talk to you guys a little bit about balance and how important it is to have balance and to be balanced and what balance actually looks like, because sometimes I do feel that for some people, balance tends to look like, nothing bothers you, nothing ever gets to you, everything is always a-okay, and that's not true. That's not what balance look like. So the last time I came up here to speak with you all, I was telling you about how I was having a character building day. Today is no different. So I'm recognizing that I'm getting these opportunities, and that's what I'm going to call them. I'm going to call them opportunities from the universe to practice being balanced. And so I was talking to my mom, and I was like, Mom, today, I spoke with somebody. I was handling some business, adulting. Handling some business, and the guy that I was speaking to was really rude. He didn't want to talk to Nakia. He wanted to talk to Nina. Okay. And Nina doesn't come out for petty stuff. So I was just like, okay, there's really nothing I could do. There was really nothing that I could do. I just got really, really just frustrated. Like, why would this man treat me this way? Because this is an opportunity for me from the universe to practice, to actually practice being in balance. And so I called back, and I said, hey, the guy that I just spoke with, he hung up on me, and respect should be the bare minimum. It should be the foundation of anything that we do when we interact with one another. Respect should be the minimum. And it really made me think. I was thinking about a relationship that I had where anytime this person would get upset, the first thing that they would do is just completely be disrespectful, hit below the belt. And I remember it was, I could look and see, like, gosh, this person is really, really, going through a lot. This is how they feel. This has nothing to do with me. This is how they feel. This is what they're going through. This is a reflection of how they see themselves. It really has nothing to do with me, because what they're saying is not true. It really has nothing to do with me. But in this situation, it wasn't personal. This was just, I was nobody to this person. I was just a customer, nothing else. And so I was treated poorly. And then when I called back, the next guy that I spoke with, he didn't hang up on me, but the sarcasm was through the roof. So I was like, okay, all right. So I know that I'm not going to get anywhere with this, speaking to them, so that's okay. Still no disrespect, even though it's not that I wanted to disrespect back, because I could have, who's stopping me? It wasn't that, but I was just really disappointed again, because I'm like, with all that we're going through, this is the best you can treat me, but I'm going to treat you kindly, and I'm going to treat you well, because you could be going through more than I'm going through. Goodness gracious, Lord have mercy. He looked like somebody just beat him up. He bleeding in the mouth, pants half down. Anyway, I'm gonna mind my business on that, because I'm out in the country. I don't play them games when I'm riding out in the country. No, I don't get involved. Anyway. And see, that's another thing. Like, right, I would love to stop and help. But you got a lot of people out here who will set a trap for you and look like they need your assistance, and then when you stop to help, that's when they rob you, steal your car, rape you, whatever. So I'm gonna keep riding. I'm gonna be smart right now today. But haven't we created that? Isn't that the type of feeling that we've created with one another, that we co-create? Like, going back to the two gentlemen, well, they weren't gentlemen, going back to the two men that I spoke with today, aren't they helping to co-create that energy of distrust and division? Even when we think that we're interacting with someone that doesn't matter to the whole scheme of our life, don't you think that that was also an opportunity for them as well? Now, what that opportunity was, I don't know, because I don't know their lives, but just in terms of speaking and knowing the God that I know, knowing that God is fair and just, right? Don't you think that that was an opportunity for them to display something other than messiness, shenanigans, and tomfoolery? So maybe they were going to clear some karma for themselves, or make their path easier, or whatever, because that's how God works, you know. And you would think, and sometimes it comes through those situations that you feel like, oh, this doesn't matter. So moving forward, right, this is where balance comes into place. So I still have more phone calls that I had to make. I have more people that I had to speak with. I have more business that I had to conduct. So the next person that I spoke with, so I'm on a credit journey, like healing my credit and trying to obtain a better credit score. So the next person that I spoke with, right, was at Barclay. And I can say them because I like Barclay. Their customer service is really, really good. And they're a very reputable company. And so I missed a payment with them. And I never miss a payment with, especially not with Barclay, but none of my credit cards. I never miss a payment with any of them. And so when I got on the phone with the representative from Barclay, she was really kind, right? And I was really kind as well, still being kind. Even though I'm still kind of in the back of my mind thinking about, you know, how I was treated on the first phone call. And so I felt compelled to tell the young lady after she was finished helping me. I was like, thank you so much, you know, for your time, your energy, and your kindness and your patience. Thank you for explaining what was going on for me. Thank you for waiving my late fee. You know, and thank you for advising me. And I told her, I said, I know that by you being on the phones, working in collections right now, you probably hear from a lot of people who are going through a lot of different problems right now, but don't let that penetrate your heart. You know, you do what you have to do and listen with compassion, but you don't have to take that in. And the lady just was, you would have thought I gave her $1 million. You know, she was really thankful that I did that. And so in those terms, that was me turning the other cheek, so to speak. You know, that was me turning the other cheek, like, hey, okay, I'm not turning my other cheek for you to slap me again, but I'm turning my other cheek so that I can look into a new direction, so that I can focus somewhere else and give and receive the type of love and light that I am comfortable with. And so, wasn't that reciprocity? I think so, because Barclay is a much more reputable company than this other company over here that it will not be. You know, I'm not even worried about that. You know, I'm not even worried about that, because I know that, you know, God comes in and karma comes in and things work themselves out. So, balance, right? That emotional, the energy, the things that we're going through, the things that we experience and feel, it's important for us to look at ourselves and see, like, why am I feeling this way? So when I looked inside of myself to see why that conversation bothered me so much, I was able to recognize that it bothered me because they were men and they were disrespectful, and I wasn't disrespectful to them, and that's something that is a trigger for me. So it's not their fault that I was triggered. It wasn't. And it gave me the opportunity to kind of make amends with some situations that I hadn't made amends with before, or at least allowed it to come to the surface, allowed it to come to the table, so that I could say, okay, these are some things that I want to improve upon for me, for my own happiness, for my own freedom. And so when it comes to finding that balance, you have to have those moments where you self-reflect. You have to put good energy into yourself. You have to practice being able to feel the emotion without reacting. You have to be able to feel your emotions and respect the way you feel without disrespecting someone else and disrespecting how someone else feels. Because ultimately, if you are about your Father's business, then you got to be about your Father's business even in the most uncomfortable situations. So I had to remember that, no, I am about my Father's business. It doesn't matter how y'all are acting. I'm still about my Father's business. I'm still going to make sure that you can't put me into the same category with every other black woman out there that has ever disrespected you. If nothing else, you will have to look at black women differently after you get finished dealing with me. And that's just the way I look at it, because I am a representative here on earth in this lifetime. I am a representative of women, black women, and black people. Okay? So I had to make sure that I was God in that moment, even though I was being disrespected. I'm not going there with you. Even though I was being mistreated, I'm not going there with you. And even though that happened in this situation, I'm not taking this into the next situation. That's balance, okay? I'm not taking that into the next situation. And because of that, my soul was blessed abundantly. I felt so good. I felt way better when I got off the phone with the next representative than I felt, than how bad I felt. Like it was a reciprocal of the bad, but it was good, if that makes sense. So and then taking that time out to stretch. I can do a video, which I think I might, but I can do a video that's showing you like how I stretch and meditate and really let things go. It's so difficult at times to do it, but you have to, because it's for your heart, it's for your soul. Because if you don't think about it, you'll be taking things home, or you'll be taking things out on people who don't deserve it. Like last week, I was taking things out on the kids. I was mad. I was ready to take a shower. I don't know, but the kids just kept on wanting to go in and out of the bathroom, and I was just yelled at them. I just remember saying, like, I want to take a shower now. And my mom was looking at me like, and I was like, after I had taken my shower and just washed everything away, because I love shower meditation. So it was like when I got in that shower and I let everything go and I let everything drift away, I washed everything away and I welcomed everything good, and I allowed myself to be loved. I got out that shower feeling brand new. But what I had put out was still out there when I got out the shower. And so we must be mindful of our behavior, ourselves, so that we can stay in balance as much as possible and apologize, and especially apologize to our kids. It's important. They are important. So I went back and apologized to my kids, and I let them know, hey, I love y'all. I'm sorry. I'm human too. I'm not perfect. And my daughter was just looking at me with the, she's a Capricorn. They a little less forgiving when you yell at them. So she was just looking like, you say you. But it's easier for them to forgive me because I forgive them too, you know. So, you know, it makes it easier if you treat people the way you want to be treated. That balance it starts in the heart space, okay? So I know that y'all know I talk about the chakras and the energies a lot. Balance doesn't start with the root chakra, okay? The root chakra behaves more of like an anchor, your spiritual anchor to the physical realm, okay? The solar plexus is kind of like let me get through this. The solar plexus is kind of like a tether as well, but it's more of like, I see that more of like an extension, a hand that comes out and feels into that invisible space, like it goes into that physical space, almost like if you've watched Umbrella Academy, like the one who was dead, the way his superpower was, he had like a arm or something that come out or something, but it's not like that. It's more of your intuition, your hand, the hand of your soul feeling things through, because that's your intuition speaking. But the heart space is a gateway between your between things of the spirit and things of the physical. So the heart space is where you're going to find balance. Heart space is giving and receiving. Heart space is love. Heart space is masculine and feminine. Heart space is energy. Heart space is sacred. You know, so understand that in order to heal and balance out your heart space, it takes intimate, private time with yourself. That's the only thing that's going to help to bring that space into balance, okay? And sometimes you can have people to invest in you energetically that can help, but ultimately the work is yours. Recently, I was so grateful and thankful to have a friend to invest in me energetically, and it helped me out a lot mentally. It gave me that support, that masculine energetic type of support, so that I can do the feminine work of the spirit, okay? So maybe we'll talk about that a little more in depth, because this video is getting longer than what I wanted it to be. I like to keep them around 10 minutes. But I hope that this message has brought somebody some peace and clarity. Maybe you may have been going through some things yourself, but just know that if you're continuously being triggered over and over again, just know that this is a time and space of opportunity and growth and development being offered to you by the universe. So fear not. Look at it as a blessing, you know, and pass the test. Pass the test. I'm standing with you. I'm holding space for you, and I'm holding light, sending light to you. So until next time, family, continue to vibrate love and vibrate well.